Today I'm looking at 5 Toronto neighborhoods and why they're named what they're named. Leslieville, which is located right here in Toronto's East End, is named after a gardener, a Scottish gardener and plant merchant, George Leslie. Leslie, born in 1804 in Scotland, moving to Upper Canada in the 1820s, and becoming a gardener for the likes of Bishop John Strawn and other powerful families in present-day Toronto. In the 1840s, Leslie opened what would become Canada's largest nursery on and around present-day Leslie Street. The area would take on the name Leslieville in the 1850s, many of its citizens for decades being gardeners working in the nursery or in the brickmaking factories in the area. Number 4, the Golden Mile. The area we know as the Golden Mile in Scarborough is right here along Eglinton East of Victoria Park. The reason it's called the Golden Mile? Well, it's not an overly charming reason. The area had been farmland owned by Scottish settlers from the early 1800s until the government chose the area to build munitions for the war effort during World War II. They chose that spot because they wanted to ensure that if there was a large explosion at the munitions plant, it wasn't near people. Following the war, the township of Scarborough bought up the structures, built some new ones, and helped set up significant amounts of private manufacturing and shops. It was named the Golden Mile after the Golden Mile in London, England. Number 3, Trinity Bellwoods. Trinity Bellwoods is the neighborhood along Queen Street West near Ossington. It's named after the original Trinity College that sat where the present-day Trinity Bellwoods Park is right now, the building being torn down in the 1950s. Bellwoods originally was simply the small park north of the school, right here, which was simply amalgamated into the larger park once the school officially moved to the University of Toronto in 1925. Number 2, Cabbagetown. Cabbagetown is located right here. The neighborhood originally was the village of Don Vale, and as working class immigrants arrived to the spot in the 1800s and into the early 1900s, a pattern developed. The Irish and some Macedonians were poor, and they often would plant cabbage and other vegetables in the front yards of their rented houses. So, yeah, there actually were cabbages involved. And number 1, Leaside. Leaside is right here, around Bayview and Eglinton. It's named after the Lee family, an English family that emigrated around 1819. The son William later setting up an octagonal brick house in the 1850s that they named Leaside. And as the area grew into a more formal town, the town was known as Leaside. So, as with the names of many Toronto neighborhoods, it's named after a family, often English or Scottish, who arrived in the 1800s. A quick, fun fact. The strip mall, right here at the northeast corner of Bayview and Eglinton, is credited as being the first strip mall in all of Canada. And now it's gone. If you have any suggestions for a Toronto neighborhood that you're interested in, please leave it in the comment section below. And in a future video, I will try to get to it. Now let me briefly digress. If you are interested in Toronto history, please make sure to like this video, share it, comment, and as always, tell all your friends.